Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. So I'm either going to open this box and it be what I think it is, or I won't do this video depending on what it is when I open it. So I ordered approximately $20 worth of leather working stuff, which end up only being 2 items. I could have spent 24 and got like 55 items or something like that. This is a kit and something else. There's a bunch of pieces in the kit though, so it's more. I mean, it's more than 2 items, but I purchased 2 things for right at about 20 bucks. And I was unsure in what depth to go. I'm picking these items because I would like to think most people have some sort of utility knife or a razor knife at home. So I went with that to be able to cut things, and everything else should be right here. So let's open this dude and see what we got. All right. Here we go. Item number 1. A hammer. Item number 2. Leather working kit. And that's it out of the box. So I'll break these down and just kind of tell you what I went with. So I went with this hammer. There's a bunch of different options. There were some little short guys you could get, but I got a bunch of other projects that I'm going to be sharing with you guys eventually, and some of them have to do with metalworking and stuff. So $8 ball peen hammer is a good purchase in my opinion. It feels pretty good. For what we're going to use it for, it will work perfectly. A claw hammer would work. You know, there's all different types of hammers, but I figure if we are doing like, oh man, I'm getting into this project, kind of learning how to do stuff, you may not have a ball peen hammer. Like, you know, I have several ball peen hammers that live in my hammer area, as well as some of my larger hammers to go with the Coforge and the rooster who's stalking me. But anyway, the ball peen hammer, it feels decent. And even if we were to mess with it and bust the head out of it, we could put it on a wooden handle if that happens. But for what we're going to do, I think that thing should last us forever. The kit came with, this is one of the main reasons I went with this kit. I think it was like 12 bucks. And it came with several different punches. What, a 6, a 4, a 1, and a 2. Pretty short, but I mean, for what we're going to do, they're about 3 1/4 inches long. So, but that's plenty big enough over the top. So you got your punches. You got a pack of larger needles. So you got some sail needles and carpet needle and things like that in here. Sorry, I'll leave it where you can see it. You got an awl. Be a decent awl getting started with. We'll make us some eventually, but that's good enough to get us started. And a stitching awl also. Got the hole in it. That will do us just fine for this. Look like a thimble. A tape ruler. I believe I'm gonna guess it's 48 inches long. Let's see, 65 footer, okay. 60 inches long. Another assortment of needles. There's some pretty chunky dudes in here too. There's some thick guys in there. Look at that dude. Actually looks pretty good. You can see how square that is. That guy looks good. So needles, you'd be set for a minute with needles. In our basic bushcraft gizmos we bought a roll of thread that came with some needles also. And lastly, this dude came with a bunch of waxed thread. And I was trying to find something that was more tools than thread, but about everything they got, when you start getting into multiple tools, they multiply the thread too. So it's waxed. Several different colors: black, gray, some tans, some browns, and a white. And I'm not sure how long, I'll have my other phone, these things were. But in the, hey, let's try some leather stuff, this is plenty to get started. Like all of those masks that I made for my axes could totally be built with this. These things, something like this, you know, of course you don't have the hardware, but a basic leather pouch, even if it just didn't have a top on it, if it was just like this, could be made with these items. A piece of wood as a cutting board, or something to place under your material, so when you're using these guys, and a razor knife would basically put you right where we needed to be with this. I don't know where. I probably have a razor knife close. I don't know where. I think it's inside. We've been remodeling my house for like 10 years, so I think it's all in the front room. But some pretty heavy duty scissors or shears or razor knife, and these items, you'll be started. And like I said, when I'm trying to buy these things to see what is it? Oh, what is this? Oh, I bet that's what this guy was in. When I'm getting these things as demos on what you can get as an example for just a little bit of money, I'm going to use the $20 deal most of the time when I do it, just because you know, if you were to go to a bar or something, you're more than likely going to spend way more than 20 bucks. So a $20 bill is plenty to get you started in some of this stuff. If you had the hammer, you could have just went and got one of those big, the $24 thing was like 55 pieces, all kinds of stuff, the edge deals and all that stuff for the $24 one. And now the next video, I'll show you what a few years of doing leather work has accumulated for me. And there's a couple of Christmases that my parents and my wife and kids have got me leather working stuff too. So the amount of leather working stuff I have is outrageous compared to what you actually need. The fancier you get, you'll need more tools, of course, but sewing leather together, this is plenty to get it done. And the hammer, we'll next time I do some get out here and do awls, I'll use this guy, see how well she holds up. It looks decent compared to these other ones. These are Vons that I use most of the time. And then my old stubby, one that I use most all the time. Where is it? Oh, crusty down here. It's a Craftsman that my dad bought me a set of Craftsman tools when I was like 8. And we moved around a good bit, and the tools stayed at my grandpa's house. And this was, I've busted the handle out of it since then, but this was that hammer that came with it. There was this one and a smaller one that came with it. And of all of the tools that I still have over the years of moving around, I still have that head on there. But a good, if you're looking at getting into the crafty stuff, a good ball peen hammer is a good choice to get. But yeah, $20 can go a long way. I wanted to share. I told you guys I was going to do this just to see, kind of show you guys it don't take that much to get started. Well, I appreciate the support. Check out my Instagram at Bushcraft Kelso for other gizmos and gadgets, reviews, mileage discussions. Bushcraftkelso.com for things and stuff. Like, subscribe, follow. I really don't know what the notifications things do, but if you want to turn them on, that'd be cool too. Again, I really appreciate the support, guys. A lot more stuff coming. Have a good day. Later.